Today we will teach you how to display text in the LCD module with I2C. Here are the materials that we will be using: 4 female to male connecting wires, LCD 16x2 module with I2C, and Arduino R3 Uno with its cable. We have prepared 10 steps on how to display text in LCD. First, make sure you download the latest Arduino and launch it. Click File, then New Sketch. Now click the Library Manager to install the library called Liquid Crystal by Arduino Adafruit, and I have 1.0.7 version installed. To work with an LCD module using the I2C communication protocol, we first include the Liquid Crystal I2C.h library. This library contains all the functions needed to control the LCD, like initializing it, displaying text, and clearing the screen. Now we proceed to step 2 by creating the LCD object. Now we will proceed to step 2, create the LCD object. Here we create an LCD object called LCD. The 0 times 27 is the I2C address of the LCD module. The 16 and 2 represents the LCD's dimension, which is 16 columns and 2 rows. And this must match your hardware. We are using an LCD that is 16x2. Step 3, start the setup function. The setup function is called once when the Arduino starts or resets. It's used to initialize hardware components and configure settings. Step 4, initialize the LCD. This function initializes the LCD for communication and prepares it for use. Without calling the LCD.init, the LCD won't respond to any commands. Step 5, turn on the backlight. This function turns on the backlight of the LCD, making the text visible. If your LCD doesn't have a backlight or it's already on, this light may have no effect. Step 6, start the loop function. The loop function runs continuously after the setup. This is where the main program logic is placed, and the LCD will display various messages in a repeated cycle. Step 7, clear the LCD. This function clears any existing text from the LCD screen. Use it to reset the display before showing new text. Step 8, set the cursor to top left. This moves the cursor to the first column of the first row. The next text you display will appear at this position. The parameters column and row define where the cursor will be placed. So first number is the column and the second number is the row. So we will put 0 and 0 for the top left position. Step 9, display the text you want. Use lcd.print command. This command allows us to display the text we want on the screen at the current cursor position. So I want to display computer. I want to display computer in the first row and engineering in the second row. Now to print out the engineering in the second row, we will set the cursor at 0, 1. 0 is a starting point here in the LCD module, and 1 is the second starting point in this module. So basically, the count is starting from 0. Now to print the engineering, we will use the second lcd.print command. We will also put the delay command, which pauses execution for what milliseconds we want. I'm gonna put here 5,000 milliseconds, which equates to 5 seconds, to keep this text visible on the LCD. We will now proceed to the last step. Step 10, repeat step 7 to 9 if you will display other text. So I want to display CP221. So we will just copy the code from step 7 to 9 and change the word to CP221. And we will also put the delay for 5 seconds. Now, I want to display our names in the LCD. So I'm just gonna do step 10 again, which is repeat step 7 to 9. So I'm gonna copy those codes again. So we will do step 7, which is lcd.clear. And step 8, which is set the cursor. So I'm gonna put 0 and 1 here instead, because I want to display our names at the bottom of the LCD. Now, step 9, display the text you want. I'm gonna put this name in the lcd.print command. And we will also add a delay for 5 seconds. I'm gonna repeat this step 10 for 2 times because I have to write more 2 names. So here I'm just gonna do the same process as I did in our first name, Ablan. These commands will allow the bottom of the LCD to be changed in text to Aliyah Bamba instead. For the last name, we will copy the same commands and just change the LCD print to another name. Now after we're done coding, we will attach the physical Arduino in the USB port of our laptop. The Arduino text will be highlighted once Arduino is detected. If it's not detecting, just click on this setting and select other board and ports, search for your board, and make sure to show all ports and click the port you connect into. After we're done connecting our Arduino, you verify this code, and after it's done compiling, you will upload it to the Arduino board. Wait until it's done uploading to check for the output of the code. This is the 16x2 LCD module with I2C. The GND is for ground, the VCC is for the 5 volts, and the SDA, which means serial data line, carries the actual data being transmitted between the I2C master and the slave device. It works in sync with the clock, which is the SCL. The SCL, or serial clock line, carries the clock signal that synchronizes data transfer between devices. Now we will connect the connecting wires into these pins. We put the brown connecting wire in the GND, and for the VCC it's red, for the SDA it's green, and SCL violet. After connecting the female pins, we will connect the male pins into the Arduino. First, we connect the brown GND wire into the GND pin in the Arduino, and the VCC to the 5 volts of the Arduino, and the SDA to A4 of the Arduino, and the SCL at the A5 pin of the Arduino. And now we connect the cable of the Arduino that connects it into the laptop. I've already uploaded the code into the Arduino, so here it is the output of our code earlier. As you can see, each text displays for 5 seconds. It starts from computer engineering, then after 5 seconds goes to CP221, then after 5 seconds, it will display our names each with the interval of 5 seconds. And as you can see, it repeats because we have written this code in the void loop. For additional information, this is the Arduino Uno board connections.